Harley's broken. And at this point, they're like, oh, what are we going to do? And then fucking King Shark just vores her. He vores Harley like, King Shark, what are you doing? He's like, I'm sorry, I was giving her mouth to mouth, but I realized that my mouth is literally the size of her head. And so I just kind of sucked on her head a little bit, but I didn't cut her, and she's fine. She's fine. I'm like, all right, Jesus Christ. Hello, I just wanted to thank you for clicking on my video, and I wanted to let you know not only do I create content on my YouTube channel here, Class in a Glass, but I'm also on Twitch where I play single-player games, multiplayer games. I do movie reviews, cartoon reviews, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Also, it would be a big help if you can check out my Patreon, where you can gain access to audio commentaries, reactions, and the ability to submit questions for my podcasts and videocasts. And all that content can be found in the links below. In the meantime, enjoy the video. Good teacher. But now we got to get to Harley Quinn episode 5, chat. So as you know, chat, Harley Quinn, she's been trying to find a nemesis and everything. But things are on the up and up, chat. Things are on the up and up, but she's still struggling. She's still trying to find her place in villain society, chat. Thank you, Mogi. Thank you for the 20 biddies. What up, what up, what up? Good to see you, Mogi. Thank you for the generous 20 biddy donation. Hope you're doing very well today. Just did a review for Secretary and currently in the middle of my review for Harley Quinn, episode 5 of season 1. I should probably preface that chat with season 1, chat. The rise of one Harley Quinn after she has left the Joker, chat. And things are a bit of a struggle right now, Chad. She had the old nemesis situation with Robin and things. And she's still trying to find a new hidden lair, okay? She's way with an agency, Chad, trying to find a good lair for the episode opens up with this one guy. He's like, please, for the love of God, please don't throw me in the volcano. And he's promptly thrown in the volcano and dies. No, he's fine. It was just for marketing purposes, Chad. And the guy's like, I'm okay, everybody. It was just, in case you want to throw some scumbag in there, some hero, some sap. You can do that. Some jabroni, some schmuck. You can't do that. And, the ladies, the volcano layer is always very popular. Harley Quinn's, yeah, what? You're right. I love it. But I don't know if it's me. It might be a little too much. You have the skull in the volcano, too. It's got like a skeleton. I just don't know. She goes, okay. I can show you some other things. Ivy says, you know what? Yes, we want to see a few more things because Ivy's with her, too, Chad. She wants a second opinion. Have Ivy there. And they go like the middle of this park, Chad. She goes, here's the next one. And they're like, where is the hidden lair? She goes, it's very well hidden. And it's a series of tunnels. It's a series of tunnels underneath Gotham. It's a subterranean lair mined via the mole people. And Harley's like, cool, but I don't know if that's really me. I want to be known as Harley Quinn. Queen of the mole people. I'm not like a mole person. Not hating, but I'm not a mole person. And, Ivy's just like, can we see like another place? And you guys, she's like, sure. Go to now. And they go to like this abandoned arcade, this abandoned fun center, arcade place, and it's all frozen over. And she's like, this is a bit of a fixer-upper, so the last person we had in here was Mr. Freeze, and he did not clean up as he was supposed to, okay? I can promise you we're gonna address this. It's gonna take some time, though. We are a little backed up, everything the Legion of Doom's doing right now, but if you move in now, give you a discount for the next 6 months, and we're gonna come in there within that time to get rid of this you're not paying for any of it. Not paying for any of it. We'll give you a discount the first 6 months, so it'll be good. And she's like, I'd rather not be in a place where I'm freezing my nips off and she's freezing her buds off. You're referring to Poison Ivy's nips, and we call them buds because it's plant. And she's just like, I'm just not sure. And the lady's just like, well, listen, I've taken you to over a dozen places we didn't even see. It's like, what do you need? I mean, Harley, what do you want? What's the thing that defines you? She's like, I don't know. She goes, okay, listen, why don't, even Ivy suggested, like, hey, why don't we just go back to my place? Okay, we'll go back to my place and we'll discuss this. And they're like, okay, cool. So they go back to her place, chat. And meanwhile, the whole fucking gang's there, Dr. Psycho and King Shark and Clayface and everything, and they're messing everything up. They have all these shirts, chat, and like King Shark's like, Harley, you got this package, and it's the Suicide Squad. It's like, is this the name of our group, of our team, Suicide Squad? She goes, no, that fucking Amanda Waller, she's been after me this whole goddamn time trying to join her Suicide Squad. And I'm like, I'm not interested, okay, broad? I'm just not interested. She doesn't care, she doesn't care. And fucking they have it all in sizes, and King Shark wears it, and Clayface wears it, and he puts it on. Psycho's like, I can't fit over my head. He's upset. And so you're sitting Harley down. She's talking with the person. She's like, okay, well, Harley, what is the things that you like? What's your general aesthetic? She's like, clowns. She's like, okay, it's very Joker. She's like, I'm not with him, though. I'm not, like, about the Joker. She goes, I know, but you gotta look a clown look, right? And she goes, I guess. And Ivy's just trying to help her. Like, she's trying to find herself right now. She's like, I got this, Ivy. I got it. She's like, I know. And they hear a fucking knock on the door. It's like, you got to get out. What the fuck are you doing here still? It's Cyborg Man, Chet. He's an old man whose name is Cyborg Man. He also happens to be a cyborg. Ha! Very funny. And he's like, you're supposed to get your keys out of here. You're evicted. You and all these fucking weird people you got here, Ivy. She's like, we're going to leave. Okay, Cy, we're going to leave, all right? I still have I have 2 hours. I have 2 hours, okay? And he's like, and then you got to get out of here. And all these plants got to go too. You're not going to touch my plants, Cy. I'll fucking touch all the plants I fucking want. I don't give a shit. Fuck you. And then he leaves. He rolls away. He's like, oh, my God, that guy. And they sit down. And everyone's just trying to ask Harley, like, what do you want? What do you need, Harley? And she goes, I don't know. I don't know what I fucking want. And she's like, Harley, what do you, but you want to be a villain? What's your thing? She's like, I don't know. And she just fucking freezes. She breaks shit. Like a guy, the nerves in her brain just, woo, they just power down. She's like catatonic, just like, ah. And I'm like, shit, we broke her. And, the realtor just says, okay, listen, you guys deal with some shit. You call me. I ain't dealing with whatever the hell fucking happened here, all right? Call me, Ivy. You got my number, Ivy? I got your number, Jill. It's like, great. And she leaves. And at this point, they're like, well, this isn't fucking good. Harley's broken. And at this point, they're like, what are we going to do? And the fucking King Shark just vores her. He vores Harley like, King Shark, what are you doing? He's like, I'm sorry. I was giving her mouth to mouth, but I realized that my mouth is literally the size of her head. And so I just kind of sucked on her head a little bit, but I didn't cut her. And she's fine. I'm like, all right, Jesus Christ. And they're like, well, who here can get inside people's minds? The doctor's like, ahem. Yeah, I got a genius telepath over here. She's like, Psycho, can you fix high? He's like, the person you just referred to as Psycho, I have a degree, Dr. Psycho. And she's like, Dr. Asshole Psycho. He's like, better. He's like, can you help Harley? He goes, of course I can. I can just do my thing. I'm a genius telepath. I can go ahead and go into the head 2 seconds, 2 minutes. I just need 2 minutes. Wham, bam, ding, dong. I'll do my thing. Get out. I'm good. She goes, I am not letting your creepy little dwarf ass in there, your little pervert ass, get inside Harley, okay? I'm coming with you. We're all fucking coming with you to watch you, okay? She goes, fine. All right, if you want to, if necessary. All right. We got to gather around Harley. We got to each, someone's got to touch her, and we all got to hold hands and squeeze your butt cheeks together. And they're like, okay. And we see the various people squeeze their butt cheeks together, Chad. Get a nice shot of King Shark's ass, his fish ass, Chad, Clayface ass, Dr. Psycho ass, and also Poison Ivy. Get the good old poison. You got a good butt, not gonna lie, Chad. And they go, goo, and they go inside of her brain. Chad. Meanwhile, Cyborg Man, he opens the fucking door, and he's showing the place off. He's like, yeah, the tenants are gonna be moving out in just a bit, but you're gonna love it. It's perfect for families. It's very spacious, and they see all the fucking bodies, like they're like the dead bodies, just like not moving. Even Harley's falling over and shit. He goes, oh shit, oh god, listen, oh god, it's happened again. He's like, listen, it's not ready. Please leave. He's like, I'll show it to you tomorrow. And he's like, fuck, I gotta call Ira. It's happened again. Like, I guess a lot of tenants often die in Cyborg Man's apartment complexes, chat. And so it's not good. And so they go inside. They're inside of her brain, traveling in her mind. All the animation for this is really fucking cool. It's very Doctor Strange-esque. Just like how like it's all like, mystical and magical and things, but you kind of like, you can understand like how the brain and how it's operating. You see like her eyes and things. It's cool. It's cool like how it connects to the brain. And eventually we're in this very white room, chat. And it's like, looks like a museum almost of these long hallways, and all these pictures are up there. And they show like, this is like the room of Harley's memories. That's what Dr. Psycho is saying. And, they're walking, they're observing all this things from Harley's childhood. And they see Harley, they see her like sitting down. They're like, Harley? She goes, oh, hi guys. And they're like, holy shit, how is this possible? And Dr. Psycho goes, well, we're inside her memories. And so this is the version of Harley who's going to guide us on her journey. This is typical, going inside people's heads stuff. And they're like, all right, whatever you say. And they're observing all this shit. And, they're looking over memories. And he says, listen, now there's a reset. There's a reboot thing. There's a reboot switch here. I'm just going to do that. Boom. She'll be fine. And we're going to get out. But meanwhile, they're all, observing and looking at all the things that she's done over her life. We see one where it's like little 5-year-old Harley. And she's playing like house. You assume it's house. except it's her version of house of her home life, and you see like her with like the mommy doll, like her mom, and her dad doll, or her dad doll, and the mom's like, "You came home smelling of cheap whiskey and dirty fucking whores. I don't want you here. Shut up, you fucking broad. Bah! It's like, I'm gonna stab you!" And starts stabbing Jack on the head off. She goes, it was funny, and I was just like, holy shit. But even Harley's like, "Oh yeah, I was kind of fucked up even before the Joker got a hold of me." It's like, clearly. Mogi, think of 20 minutes or 25 minutes. Soccer do an army pal of mine from Dallas told me he's got power but no water. Hope you text. Oh, thank you. No, some places in Texas still, yeah, they don't have power or they don't have water. I know a number of people in Austin still don't have water. I'm lucky my hot water came. I'm still boiling everything because I'm just like, I'm being careful. I usually don't even drink from the tap itself. I boil it at the very least. But yeah, no, so some people are still suffering. The grocery stores still have a lack of food. That's the big thing now. At all these stores, they just have no food. There's no meat. There's no veggies, all that. But no, thank you, Mogi, for caring. I do appreciate that. And we go to another picture, Chad. Transitioning back, and we see Harley. She's graduated from high school. She's a valedictorian. She's like, "I just want to thank absolutely no one. Fuck you, fuck the goddamn shop teacher who looks at my ass when I fucking walk out of class." The guy's like, "Oh, jeez, oh, God." And it's like, I want to thank absolutely fucking none of you, okay? I did this myself. I achieved this myself. Fuck you, people. And she goes, "That was a good speech." They're all observing all this. And then we go to her origin story, chat. Her origin story. Or it's her creation, chat, when the Joker pushed her in the vat of chemicals. And she goes, "Oh, yeah, here's my... Oh, thank you." Oh, let me go ahead and thank this person, BS6268D. Also, there's another picture too, Chad. I just remembered that. We see one where she's in another picture, and there's like this Frankie Muniz poster, and they're like, Frankie Muniz, and she goes, "Oh yeah, I had a total thing for Frankie Muniz when I was like 12." She goes, "Oh really? Yeah, I mean, I had this whole fantasy where we were dating, and I'd tell him I was on birth control, but then I wasn't on birth control, and then I'd say that I was pregnant, and then we have to get married because of the pregnancy." And I was like, oh, it was so romantic. And I was just like, "Harles, that's kind of fucked up." She goes, "Yeah, I guess that's why I spent that time in juvie." Because she even reads, like, in the memory, she reads this letter, like this restraining order by the Muniz estate. You cannot approach Frankie Muniz within 100 feet. She goes, "Oh, Frankie, I know what you're really thinking." And she goes, "Oh, that's why I spent all that time in juvie, because she was fucking stalking Frankie Muniz." Fucking love it. Eventually, she goes down her origin story section, chat. Thank you, Deadpool, for the 5 minutes. Seemed like tonight's theme is women with issues dealing with their feelings for dominating. Yeah, it kind of is. Huh, you're right. It is. That's kind of cool. 69 viewers. Nice. I know, 69 viewers earlier, too. Very much so. But they go down this way. Harley goes, "Oh yeah, there's where I Joker pushed me in the vat of chemicals," but it glitches, chat. So it's like, "Joker, take a dip, my dear." And Harley, she's like, "Oh," but then it glitches and she's in the vat of chemicals, so we don't see him push her. She goes, "Wait a minute, that's not right. That's not how it should be." And she reaches towards the picture, chat, puts her hand in it, like, "I'm gonna fix this." And then it's all the fucking alarm bells start going off, chat. Wee woo, wee woo. And Psycho was just about to pull the switch. He goes, "What the fuck did you do?" And they're like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "I told you not to touch of anything. Now her subconscious, her mind is gonna kill us. That's what's happening." And they're like, "Oh no." And so all these little demon, like 5-year-old Harleys, chat, they pop out. And Clayface is like, "Oh, they're so adorable." And they're like, and they fucking jump on, they start tearing apart. He's like, "Oh!" And they start like tearing him apart, and he's fucking, "Oh, die!" And they all start fucking decapitating these little demon Harley chat. And like Poison Ivy, she's like hentai them to death, and Killer Shark, he's eating them. And he's like, "Oh my God!" And like they're all being attacked by them. Eventually, they all run back to the elevator. They get to the elevator, chat, as the last one is decapitated by the elevator, chat. It goes up, she's stuck, and just smushes her head, her little baby head. But just a demon Harley is okay. And he goes, "What the fuck? I told you not to touch anything." She goes, but my memory was all messed up." He goes, "I don't give a fuck, okay? We were coming in here to save your ass. Now we gotta go. This other part of the brain, there's an escape exit, okay? So wait, let me just," and he's trying to reach it, chat. But then the head comes alive and goes, and it like bites like King Shark's foot, and his fin hits the eyes part of the brain, what they see. He goes, ow, and they go up. The elevator goes up to the eyes because her eyes are still open. So they go up there and they see what's actually playing on. They go, oh, what the fuck? And we see that Cy has gotten his old Israeli secret agent girlfriend, former girlfriend, Ira, or whatever her name is. And they're like, listen, Ira, I got to get rid of the bodies, okay? I got to sell this place. I got this great couple. They got kids. They're going to be here for a long time. Can you help me with this? She goes, I'm good for this. I'm good for this. He goes, hell yeah. So we're going to go down to the abandoned mall where I've burned many bodies. And that's what they're like, holy shit. So now they're like, now we're forced to time. Not only do we might die in here, but we had a fucking timetable because they're going to fucking burn us alive, okay? So we got to get out of here now. And so Psycho, he presses on another button in the brain, and it's like, we'll go to this area right here. And, like, this area is where a lot of Harley's issues still remain, I guess. Like, it's a dangerous path to take. It's very dangerous, but this is where all of her deepest concerns and, like, anxieties reside, chat. But there is an escape route because you can escape through that somehow. Brain logic, I don't know. They go there, chat, and all it is the Joker. You know, he's like, it's like this festival circus aesthetic. And they're just like, step this way, my dear. Go ahead and go down memory lane. Like all that. And Poison Ivy's like observing, like, seems like you're not over your ex-boyfriend. She goes, yeah, I'm trying to get over. I'm trying to work through it. She goes, clearly. And they're going down this pathway, chat. The thing is, the brain starts to take notice because Harley, she fucking freaks out and beats one of the Jokers to death. It's like, Harley, why would you do that? I love you. And then when the Harleys go, and they attack them, chat, and trying to murder them and shit. But, chat, there's this hooded figure comes out of the shadows. He's like, come with me if you want to live. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Very Terminator-esque. And he takes Harley by the hand. He guides her and the rest of the people to the secluded area where the demon Harleys and the Jokers aren't trying to get him. And he's like, who are you, mysterious figure? And he pushes his head back, his hood back, chat, and it's Frankie Muniz, actually voiced by Frankie Muniz. She's like, Frankie, oh my God. He goes, hi, Harley. And he goes, oh, and Point Blank is like, oh, what the fuck is going on? And Dr. Psycho explains, like, he's manifested himself in her brain as one of the most positive things from his childhood. And he has led us here because part of Harley's brain knows that we are good people. And he goes, hell yeah. And Harley, I just want you to know, every time you looked at my poster and you talked like me, I heard you. And she goes, hi! And he's like, bye, Harley. I'll always be inside you. She goes, I know. I hope so. It's like, oh, my God. So that was awesome. That was awesome. Little cameo by Frankie Muniz. Actually voiced by Frankie Muniz. Don't often see him, chat, because of his sad ailment. I know he suffered from a number of strokes, but it was fun to see him here. He did a very good job. He had a very funny scene. I would love to see him appear in the series again, manifested as their chosen crush as a child, who he filed a restraining order against. But you know, they find the escape exit. Of course, the thing is though, chat, they see like this island, and it's all stormy, and Arkham Asylum's there, and Harley's like, what the hell is that? Oh no, it's Ace Chemicals. And he goes, that is where you keep your most negative thoughts ever. Okay, you don't want to go there. You absolutely do not want to go there, all right? That's the most negative thoughts. It's very dangerous. Here's the escape, let's go. And she's like, no, because that's my origin story, and my origin story is fucked up, okay? The Joker pushed me, and I want to make sure that's how it happened, okay? And he's like, what do you fucking know? I want to leave. And Harley, she's like, I'm going to go off on my own and do it. She goes off on a boat or something. She goes over there. She rows over there, chat. And Poison Ivy's like, God fucking, we gotta help her. And they're like, why? He goes, because, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you fucking why. Because Harley, she fucking hired you, Dr. Psycho. You are the least hireable person in the world because of your clear hatred and misogyny towards women. Clayface, you know, you were a wannabe fucking actor, okay? You compare, I mean, what have you done, you know, in the acting sphere? It's like, well, I did momentarily take over for the dog from Air Bud because I ran him over and killed him, and I filled in for the last day of principal photography. And King Shark's like, don't worry about me, Ivy, I got you. And she goes, oh, thank God, because I knew absolutely nothing about you, because he's only been with them for like a day and a half. And it's like, cool. Let's go and get Harls back at the little stormy Ace Chemical Island. Meanwhile, Chad, we cut back to we're at the abandoned mall where Ira and Cy have been pushing the bodies down a broken escalator. And Cy's like, Ira, it reminds me of the days in the Israeli forces. She goes, I know when we hunted down all those Nazis. It was good times. Good times. He's like, I got this thing, I got all this metal on me, but it's not just for looks. Oh, no. I'm powered. I'm hydraulic powered, Ira. Why don't we go have some fun? She goes, oh, yeah, Cy. And he has like this little helicopter that comes up. Because he wants to have sex with her in the air. And this thing comes up. He's like, oh, shit, it's a little heavier than you. She's like, oh, fuck you. He says, no, not you, baby. Not you. Of course not. He's like, there we go. Lift up in the air. And the thing gives out because a lot of diesel fuel. And they fall on the dead bodies, breaking some of the other characters' bones. He's like, shit, that didn't work out. All right, let's just burn the bodies. Eventually, Chad, we cut back to Ace Chemicals Island, where Ivy and all the rest, they've met up with her, and they're fighting off the demon Harleys and the evil Jokers, and they see the memory, Chad. They see the memory, and Harley observes it, and she sees that the Joker did not push her. No, Chad, she denied herself the reality, the truth. Joker just encouraged her to jump, but she did it on her own behalf. She made the initiative to jump herself. She's like, oh, my God. He's like, this guy, he's manipulated me, he's done all these things to me, but it was me that did that to myself. That was the thing. She's like, but that's not my origin story. That's not who I am right now. This doesn't define me. And she fucking enters into their chat, and she says, this is the real Harley Quinn. Joker's like, Harley, what are you doing here? He's like, I'm fucking updating my fucking origin story. He's like, what are you talking? And he just starts beating the shit out of him. And she starts reenacting the first episode, chat, where she leaves the Joker and forms her own team, and her relationship with Ivy is strengthened through this chat. And this is when she becomes the Harley Quinn. And it changes her origin story, and she steps out, chat, and she's a better person for it. Oh, thank you! Ready to Die, welcome to stream, and thank you for 100 biddies. The Retro Couple, hope you're doing very well. Good to see you. Very nice, very nice. Dog, your cyborg man is flawless. Oh, thank you. Jason Alexander voices him, too. Big Jason Alexander fan, chat. Now, he does a very good job as cyborg. I was like, oh, what the fuck is Jason Alexander doing? Cyborg man, chat. Good at voice actor. So everyone's fucking celebrating. Everyone's like really goddamn happy. It's great. It's great. And eventually they go to the emergency exit chat where they see that Harley's origin has been changed, has been updated, which is such a little nod to the comics of how like, we're try to make Harley a better person. We're just like, okay, I see what you're doing here. Everyone just has a big fucking group hug. Everyone's having a goddamn good time. Oh, that's the other thing. Clayface, he transformed himself into like Demon Harleys to distract everybody because they thought like Clayface had died. But he almost like he sacrificed himself, but he came back. They're like, Clayface, oh my God. He's like, I'm not dead, I'm fine. And they all hug him. Ready to die. Thank you for the 100 biddies. No, thank you for all the support. Oh, and Guzzy, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. You're my new Huckleberry Guzzy. Hope you're doing very well. But they're all hugging Clayface because they're happy he's alive. He's like, I'm getting hard. And they're like, oh, he says, no, I'm not like in a sexual. My penis is not growing erect. I'm literally getting hard because it's getting hot in here and my clay is calcifying. They're like, oh, fuck, they put us in the pizza oven. And so they run out of the exit chat. They're loading them in the oven. It's like, oh, it's already hot and steaming. I love it. And they're at that point, they're like, because they start fucking coming awake. They're going, and they start climbing out of the fucking oven. Thankfully, not too bad. Psycho's hair is on fire. He's like, just running around, the little dwarf man running around. And eventually they go, what the fuck, Cy? You're going to burn us? He's like, I thought you were dead. You didn't come to. What do you want from me? I was like, I'm done with this. This is Peru over again, Cy. He's like, Ira, wait, where you go? Oh, Jesus. Fuck me. And at this point, he's like, well, you guys are okay. So this is great. I'm happy for you. But get out of here. And she goes, wait, Harley's like, wait. This place, what is this place? He goes, oh, it's an abandoned mall I own. It can be yours, actually. I mean, you need a place to stay, right? You need a place. Fuck you, Cy. He's like, yeah, I know. But it can be yours for just $100,000 a month. She goes, she just grabs him by his fucking shirt and goes, I'll pay you a fucking dollar and not kill you. And he goes, I've taken this under consideration, and I will accept your counteroffer. And she goes, great, because this is going to be her new fucking lair. And he goes, I will agree, but he didn't finish. He said, I will agree your counteroffer. She goes, what else do you want? He goes, if you allow me to participate in some of your schemes and heists, dragging your bodies From downtown Gotham all the way to the abandoned Mall of Ira, it reawakened something in me. It reawakened my love to do evil, and I wish to participate in these activities with you. And they go, all right, Cy, you got it. I mean, you did drag all of our fucking dead bodies and were to kill us, and that's what my crew needs. He goes, hell yeah! And that, my friends, that is Harley Quinn Episode 5, a trip down memory lane, literally in Harley's subconscious. Very fun episode. A lot of cool cameos, including Frankie Muniz chat. Just very imaginative, too. I like how they did the brain and dream states and stuff. Very, very cool. Very funny. Learn a little more about Harley Quinn chat and her life pre-Joker, which I liked. We'll see more of that in Season 2 when she was a psychiatrist in Arkham, which is actually a very good episode. Harley, you can't change your origin. This is an eternal sunshine. That's right. He does say, Harley, you can't change your origin. This is an eternal sunshine rules. That is a great line. Oh. Nice Costanza impression. Thank you, Ms. Armendinger. Maybe one of the top jokers in the media. Oh, no, yeah. What's his name? Mark Hamill doesn't voice. I do the Mark Hamill voice because that's the one I just go to. But, oh, shit. God, Wash from, help me out here, chat. Oh, God, I'm losing my mind. The actor who voices Joker in the show also voices Clayface in the series, chat. I lost it. Damn it. So the movie review is over. Yes, the movie review and tune reviews are over. I'm going to look up Alan Tudyk. Thank you, Night Day Nick. Thank you. Whew. And I also put the chicken in Moana. That's right. Alan Tudyk. Great actor. Great voice actor, chat. Very impressive, his Joker. Does very good Joker. Very good Joker. I just do the Mark Hamill voice because that's the one I know I can do. But he's great. His version of Joker is very cool, and they do other great things with him in the Season 2. Yeah. But there you go, chat. I hope you enjoyed my review for Harley Quinn Episode 5. Thank you again for all your support. Thank you for all the donations during that time. It was very sweet of you, chat.